You're right. You're right. I didn't see a fossil of a transitional being, half one thing, half the other. But I saw B, which quite clearly has so many similarities to A that the logical scientific inference is that A became B.
But the main allegation of Darwinism is that randomly, through mutations and so-called mechanism called natural selection, species evolved to other species randomly over billions of years. However, then we have to see transitional forms. These imaginary forms must be asymmetrical and pathological. For example, half fish, half reptile, half bird fossils. And these imaginary forms are called transitional forms. But we do not have any of these asymmetrical and pathological, half reptile, half bird fossils. We don't have any of these. 300 million fossils tells us that the living beings appear abruptly, complete, and perfectly formed. For example, we have bacteria fossils which are 3.5 billion years old, and they appear all at once, and they never change for 3.5 billion years. And all the species appear abruptly, and they never change during the tenure in the Earth for hundreds and millions of years. And these scientific facts from paleontology tells us that the evolution never happened. In fact, Darwinism is a pagan religion which denies the existence of God. And so we see there is no evolution. We know this from paleontology. And also a very powerful evidence from Harun Yahya, Mr. Adnan Oktar, tells us that the emergence of even a single protein molecule out of the trillions of protein molecules of the millions of living species, one single protein molecule to emerge by coincidences is impossible, because a single protein molecule requires other proteins, enzymes, and ribosomes, and mitochondria, many organelles, and even a complete cell. And this powerful scientific fact destroys Darwinism most fundamentally.
Well, it may well destroy what you say is a pagan religion. I'm not an advocate of that pagan religion. But it doesn't destroy the case for evolution. Let me ask you a simple question. Why do we have toes if it's not a remnant of the time when we spent a lot of time in trees?
Yes, we have 350 million fossils, as I said. But if evolution be a fact, then we must have transitions, random transitions between species. But we do not have any of these. For example, we have beagles. If we go far back enough in time, we meet the first beagle couple, which appeared all at once in the history of life without any ancestors. And I can give you another example. It is called Cambrian period. It is called even Cambrian explosion by the evolutionists. Cambrian period is the oldest geological layer. We have the phylum, the basic animal groups, 50 animal groups in the history of life at the Cambrian time, which is 540 million years old, appear all at once without any ancestors and without any transition with their very complex systems, such as eye, for example, such as blood circulation, such as gills, for example. 50 different animal groups appear all at once without any ancestors, and in fact, the decrease in time in the number is 35 today. We have 35 different phylums. So that shows us there is no evolution, because 50 animal groups appear 540 million years ago without any ancestors. Before the Cambrian period, we have only 3 different phylums. These are multicellular animals, such as worms, for example, such as cnidarians, and only 3 of them. But 50 of them appeared 540 million years ago, and that's another scientific fact that destroys Darwinism.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Oktar Babuna. I'm sorry about the quality of the line. I realize that some of that was quite technical. It lost me. It may not have lost all of you. It doesn't mean that we can't have a proper debate about whether or not life has evolved on this planet. One doesn't have to be a follower of any pagan religion to believe that it clearly has evolved, and also believe that there must be a divine intelligence behind the emergence of planets and life at all.